Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the AreaBantz Podcast. I'm your host, Maxwell, and I want to say thank you to you guys that have been tuning in on Spotify, on Deezer, on YouTube. You guys are like the absolute best. But for this episode, I am totally gassed because I have two of my really lovely friends with me. And, like they've been requesting now, come on now. They've been wanting to be on the biggest podcast. So they've been requesting. So I'm going to be letting my friends introduce themselves, but just know that this is a really special episode because I'm really excited to have my friends with me. So what's going on, Jane?
Nothing. I'm just here and I'm not really excited to be here because I was forced to do this. And I don't want anyone to come and lie on the podcast. It's too early, but just starting.
What do you mean you were forced?
I was forced. I can tell you right now that I was forced. You can hear it from my voice. I'm trembling.
Shut up.
And
Shut up. Hey, what's going on?
Hi guys, it's AJ and I'm excited to be here. I'm not forced. I don't mind Jane.
You guys don't know how would I force anybody? Everybody love me these days, except Jane. Guys, earlier this week, Jane was trying to poison me or something. It's so crazy. So Jane, this is the first time being on the channel. Tell us something interesting about yourself.
I don't know. I don't really think there's anything special, but I feel like I'm just cool.
She has a YouTube
I'm also a
channel too.
YouTuber, guys. I'm a beginner and my handle is life_with_Jenny.
Should I tell you the truth?
You can go and check me out. I have interesting videos. I've not really posted much, but I have really interesting videos and you can check it out. I'm cute too.
Or should I tell you the truth?
What?
I'll blur the part you said your name because we can't be giving you free promotions now.
You must be mad.
I'm not giving out free promotions.
I'm here. Trust me. I'm not even paid to be here.
She's here to promote.
I'm just doing
She's here to promote her
charity
YouTube.
here.
So AJ, talk to us. Tell us something quite interesting about yourself.
I don't like jollof fries, except the one that Jane cooks.
So that's something interesting about yourself. Guys, Jane cooked the best meal. This one not be cup. This one not be cup. She did try for herself.
I don't know why he's not introducing us as his very close friends and classmates too. But we're also in our final year, and that's something to be excited about.
Yeah, but like these are my really close friends. I didn't want to say my really close friends because they're like skin to my bone. Literally, me and Jane fights everywhere. Like, imagine, like, bro, I'm not going to tell you guys this crazy story that happened, but I'm going to be telling you about what we're going to be doing today. So, like I said earlier, this is a really special episode because we're going to be doing something that you guys haven't heard or seen on this channel before. So, on today's episode, we are going to be reading and reacting to these insane stories that were found on the internet. And of course, I'm still your host. But for this episode, I'm going to be letting Jane, the so-called YouTuber, I'm going to be letting the so-called YouTuber read the questions because she thinks she has a better voice than me.
I do.
Guys,
obviously, you can hear it.
You guys, leave a comment. What do you think? What do you think has a better voice, me or Jane? Because
I do.
I think it's me. Honestly, I feel like it's me. So, Jane, I'm going to let you read the questions. Is that fine?
Yeah.
So, Jane, talk to us. What's going on?
All right. Today we have really, really interesting stories we're going to be talking about.
Yes, sir.
They are very, very crazy. Some are crazy, but more crazy things are happening. That's all I can say.
I'm so gassed for it.
Yeah. So on the first story I have is, I think this is between a married couple. Hi, I locked my husband outside yesterday and now I'm feeling bad.
Something that you can't do. That's not like something that Jane would do.
I've been complaining about the way he do come home late, but seems he won't listen. After leaving work, my husband will go and play draft with his friends and be coming home around 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. 8 p.m. isn't that really late, but 11 p.m. is really late. And what if you have kids, right?
Kids go to sleep now. Kids not go to sleep.
Some kids don't sleep until their parents like.
As how?
I know.
They'll go beat that. Correct.
I've complained too much and I think I'm tired of complaining. So I locked him outside to teach him a lesson yesterday. This is going really bad. He came back around 11 p.m. as usual and found out I've locked the entrance gate.
He couldn't come in.
He couldn't come in. In his own house. He has begged and promised not to stay that late outside again. But I didn't open it and I didn't give him food to eat either. Is it too much?
Yeah, too much.
No, it's not.
Too much, man.
It's
Too
not
much.
too much.
Number one.
Because why are you coming? You know you have a family, you have a wife. Why are you coming home by 11 p.m.?
Number one,
It's almost midnight.
I run the
What
house.
if they attack you? And what if you get killed? You want to turn the woman
Yeah, I
into
get
a
killed.
widow?
I'm not going to come out at you. But like, don't lock me outside.
It's too late. If you're men would be like, oh, I'm so tired from work. How are you so tired from work? And then you go to play draft.
Maybe his work is not that deep.
No, as in, you want to do extracurricular activities.
Yeah,
Extracurricular activities,
maybe-
it's not with your family. But you have a family now, you're not single anymore.
You know, like, what if his family, what if the house doesn't make him happy?
Oh, draft makes him happy.
You know,
He was begging to come inside
he's
the
chilling
house.
with it because he needs somewhere to sleep.
He should sleep where he was playing draft.
Because he sleeps at home doesn't mean he finds peace at home.
Oh, really? That's what you think? Okay, so do you feel like he's giving the woman peace by not coming home early?
The woman care about
You
him
only
so much
get
and he
peace
doesn't
when
have
you
peace at
see
home.
garbage in, garbage out. If you give out peace, you also get peace.
Yeah, women like one. Don't I give
That's
you
what you
peace?
think.
I'm always looking for my trouble.
Don't. This is not about us. This is about couple.
Why are you always looking for my trouble?
Why not a couple?
That's why you're always looking for my trouble.
Please, guys. I don't think she's wrong, but I don't think she went too far. It's not too much.
It was too much.
If it was me, I would have even gone
At least open the gate for him after a little.
Don't give him food.
He likes to be out. If he wants to be outside, just help him be outside. That's all I can
remember
say.
one time, I went to watch football. It was the Europa League final, but I was in Warri, so I was in my mother's and my father's house. Yeah, so I went to watch. You know, normally the match starts by 10.
Mm-hmm.
So the match starts by 9. So 1 hour 30 minutes. That was like 10:30, 11ish. So Man United were playing that day. They were playing with Villarreal, and the game went to extra time.
Mm-hmm.
So that means like it took longer. It even went to penalties. So by like 11 o'clock, I wasn't even at home yet. And my mother told me before I went out that I shouldn't come back late, that she's not going to keep the door open.
That's your mother, not your wife.
Bro, my sister was at home too.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got back, the door was locked.
Mm-hmm.
I slept outside. Like I sat down outside my house. My sister was awake. My mother was already gone to sleep. My sister was awake. And my sister was hearing me knock the door. And she was saying she was too tired to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
It was so fucking crazy. But like, why would you like choose to? But after some time, my sister came out and she like opened the gate. And I learned my lesson. If I was ever going to watch football that later.
But you think this woman went too far?
Come on now. Why you
He must have learned his lesson after that night.
I must have learned his lesson after the first 30 minutes of locking him outside.
Yeah,
Not after the first 30 minutes.
Don't lock him.
He's hard-headed. Because why would you, if you're not a wicked man, why would you come home by 11 p.m.? What time? If you go to work, let's say you go to work by 9 a.m., right? You get to work and then you close from work, maybe 5, 6, and then you go to play with your friends. What time do you have to spend with your family? Just think about it. Just think about it like that.
Like,
what time do you have to spend?
What time does the man close from work?
She said he stays out late till 8 p.m. So definitely he closes from work like
6,
5, 6. Yes, max 5 or 6.
It's a discipline thing, honey.
It's not. It's just being selfish. And he likes it. What if she has other games she wants to play with her friends too? So she'll just leave. See, that's crazy. What you think? You don't know how to run a home. So on the next story,
I don't know how to run it. You don't go far. I just have
You don't go far.
I don't know how to run it.
You don't go far.
Have you been in my home?
next story, guys.
My home is so lovely.
Ignore
guys,
Maxwell.
my home is lovely.
We hear you.
Come out.
Yeah, we get it.
All the women, shoot your shirts.
This is not...
I'll drop my number in the comment.
Okay, on to the next. Okay, this one is about, I think, ex, and I am dating my ex and my boyfriend together. Okay?
Women.
You dey date your ex, not be your ex again now. Sure.
Women.
I am dating my ex.
It just looks like you're dating together.
boyfriend together. I've not even started the story. I'm already agreeing. My boyfriend and I have been having issues constantly. We've broken up 1,000 times. That's regular. During one of our breakups, which usually lasts a week or 2. That's a broken relationship already. I had this ex who lives nearby and wanted me back. I started dating my ex and he seemed like a changed person, but he doesn't know how to hold a conversation. How does a changed person not know how to hold a conversation?
You know, women never really go for things that are really good for them. Women always go after the messed up shit.
Nor does he know how to randomly gift a girl, but he's changed.
I'd rather, honestly, I just want to put this out there. I'd rather be the ex that's being cheated with it than the
Cheated
boyfriend
on.
that's being
Please.
cheated on. Honestly, I just have to put this out there.
All right. We've been dating for a month now, and he hasn't asked me how he can help my business or if I need anything.
Guess what? I've never got to this story.
I'm not saying it's compulsory, but I just want him to ask so I can know he cares, at least. He's very well off with a car and a big house in Lagos.
The car house, didn't tell me why did you use
A big house in Lagos. If you have a big house in Lagos, you're doing well.
They can't. They're right now. He's doing well.
Now my boyfriend wants me back and is doing all he can. My boyfriend is very romantic and will do anything to be with me. But now I love both of them. And I don't know who to choose. Please help me. P.S. Haven't slept with either of them since we...
Not clear if you're stupid.
Let tell you should go choose.
No.
You should go choose me. Real.
Okay, my opinion here is, girl, you better go for that boy, that your boyfriend that that knows how to gift, because why are you here doing this rubbish?
So what does the ex-boyfriend has to offer so much that she's even going back to him?
Because girls can be attached to their exes sometimes, and that's crazy.
That's why I gotta be the ex.
issues.
These are the issues. That's why I gotta be the ex. Because why? I don't get it. You're dating somebody else, and just because of it, like, you guys are fighting all the time. Yeah, we get that.
But having a breakup for like a week or two, that's crazy. Because why? How are you staying with
How long is it supposed to last?
a breakup? All those small breakups in between the relationship. It's not even supposed to last like
Let's
2
take
days.
a break up.
No.
3 hours.
Yes, it's not supposed to last that long. Max, a day or two.
Yeah,
because you guys need space from each other. If you actually,
Yeah, if we do let's take a break.
do you know if
relationship don't pass.
do you know if you tell me let's take a break for and you stay 1 week without talking to me, I'm already getting over you.
Anybody just,
And that's why I feel like that's why the girl had to go back to her ex, because that one doesn't have time for normal small breakup. But he's not going to do anything. He's just going to be there sitting like a fucking log. Oh, sorry.
Me, but if anybody just tell me now, let's take a break, in my mind, that's it.
That's it.
We're done.
But actually,
We're done.
It's common sense.
Don't talk to me. I'm telling me about let's take a break. I'm gonna talk to you soon.
I might be there.
I need space.
I might be there.
Okay.
I might.
Enter jet. Make me meet me. They hang out with Elon Musk now. Telling me about space.
I might be there, but like my mind is no longer there. Once you talk about breaks or anything, just know that I'm just off. He's just off. I'm just telling. I'm so self-conscious. I'll just let myself know. Oh, this person is no longer interested in me. For you to open your mouth and actually say to someone that you actually like that, oh, I don't want to be with you anymore, it means you don't really like the person.
It's so crazy because like there was one time that I was talking to this girl, and we were playing around, and she was always talking about like breaking up.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked her so much. There was one time, the first time she talked about it,
you're like
breakup.
Let me just
I was
beg.
like, Ma, I begged.
Yeah.
I begged. Second time, I begged. Third time,
You beg.
I still begged.
I die.
I can't
already begged 3
I
times.
can't think about my life.
Woman.
I thought about my life and I was like, what's going on? One day as the girl just used mistakes to go. I should just say, I'm sorry, I want to break up. I just say, yes. That's it. That's what I wanted. The girl they call me. After some time, she was not calling me. Like, she kept on calling me, talking about, she didn't mean it. It was just impulsive.
Yeah.
My guy, this one don't pass you by. Move ahead. Don't be telling me. Because, like, I don't really get the whole mechanism.
Yeah.
If I'm with somebody, yeah, I fuck with you like big, and I fuck with you big time. Like, no matter any troubles that we're going through, I will not go open my mouth and you say, let's take a break. Or it's just so, if you marry me today now, you can't tell me, say, I want to take a break. You can't go your mama, so you can't deal with you.
I don't like inconsistent people, actually. If you're going to start a certain
You're
type of
going to
energy,
revive those
yes,
conversations.
just
You
continue with that. Because
Yeah.
my advice, guys, the only advice I can give is if you're with someone and they come to you and be like, oh, let's take a break, they're already tired.
But
But they just don't want to let you go. They just want to have you around, but they are already tired. So you, by yourself, just have the common sense, just have self-respect. To just tell yourself, okay, this person doesn't want me anymore. Just fucking move on. Don't fucking wait.
You're talking about consistency and not introducing people to a vibe that you can't maintain.
Yeah.
Would you say you yourself, you are very consistent?
I do. I'm very, very consistent. See, I can give you a certain type of... You might be still doing me bad and I'll be giving you that... Are you crazy?
Sad.
I might be... I'll give you that certain energy that I'm always giving you. Except like I'm done.
So do you think
get-
Jen is very consistent in
I am.
energy?
don't think so.
Energy. You think so?
You think so, Abi, you know so. You're supposed to know.
Which one
Because
say I know so?
you're supposed to know.
Are you forgetting all the time that Jane would turn up like really moody and all of that?
No, she not.
I have my own personal problems.
Me?
You're always like that too.
Yes.
Me?
No, you.
Yes.
Come on, guys. I'm always so
Please, we have to move on to the next story.
Guys.
We're not going to be talking all about Maxwell today because if we want to, we'll have to talk about a lot of things.
But guys, I promise I'm not inconsistent.
You are.
Don't forget, keep shooting your shot.
Before you record this podcast, you don't know how many things you do.
Guys, people don't even believe what happened before we're recording this episode. I'm telling you people that this episode was the drag on my soul.
Chaos.
These are supposed to be my friends, and I've recorded easier episodes with a goat.
Guys.
I'm really like I've recorded easier episodes with a goat because I can't deal with Jane.
Guys, I want it to be perfect. I don't want him coming here and embarrassing himself and disgracing his family and friends here. So
Guys,
that's
have I
why
been embarrassing you people?
to me, I have a certain way I want it to be, and if it's not like that, then I might as well not be here.
Jane
Just
logo is the best.
Just shut up and read the next story.
Yes.
Shut up and read the next story, please.
Please.
Shut up. You know, I will ban you. I will ban you from this podcast because you want to collect that from my hand. Now.
Guys, I'm the only spice Maxwell has in his life. So
They won't collect the AreaBantz. When people should start protest and go fund me. For now, yesterday,
Stand a chance to be
Okay.
acknowledged in my report.
Yes.
Because
your project is also coming too.
yes,
so.
because now we just they laugh. Small things like to see me for OnlyFans now. That they talk say I can't believe he did this. I'm speaking out now. So Jane, give us
Okay, the next story. This is This is about a crazy ex. My ex-girlfriend tried to hit me with her car. Chased me down.
First of all,
Yeah.
wow.
And you know,
That's brilliant.
Okay.
Chased me down an alley in which a fence was too high to jump.
In case na no they call Ali. Na he call for boy. All those baby.
To jump was on one side and condos on the other. You want to explain the condos too?
No, and they go no.
nah, you don't know it to be condos.
Are you mad? Condos is a baby house now. Condos are just houses.
Proceeded to call me the next day after chasing you down the alley. Proceeded to call me the next day at work and tell me that I looked like a sexy cheetah
People on their fetishes.
running away from her car.
They must have, it's crazy that because like they must have talked about
Guys, the cheetah is not just a cheat, so she's not talking about a cheat. You know the fastest animal.
Yeah.
Cheetah, yes.
But imagine running from a bitch's car, bro. Insane, man.
Why don't you even have your own car?
When your ex will get car and you
Come on, because how many girls has car when they are dating men that has car? More they talk. As one they talk, so
That's not what we're talking
That's not what
about.
we're
it's the same why we ex have car. All the girls that are breaking up with boyfriends that have car and they don't have a car. The boyfriend will want to jam them inside. I think
That's not the end of the story, yo.
No, give us.
2 years after I ended things, she attempted to contact me again. I wasn't having it.
After chasing you with the car.
After chasing you that
Oi.
way. After a few failed attempts, she sent another message that said, "You better find your God now."
I really better find this one.
You better find your
God.
God.
This one a threatening of life.
You better find your God now because I'm going to fucking murder you.
Right, yeah. I see,
That's
what?
toxic. Why will you end up with someone that's toxic at that?
I see that message at night, first in the morning, 7 a.m. I'm at the police, guys.
Threat to life.
I need you guys to do something about this one, because that's next level.
That's next level because you better find your God now.
You're good.
Because I'm going to fucking murder. Just find anyone.
Anything you
Just find your God now.
Because
or you better still just take yourself to your God. Because when I catch you, Ricky,
when I catch you. But like it's so crazy, yo. So AJ, would you say you're toxic?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Why you asking that kind of question?
Are you the type to run over your ex with the car?
I'll run.
I am the type to. I'm not going to run over my ex, but I'm like,
I could just pass you. I don't know
to chase your ex.
Guys,
what I'm saying is cute to chase your ex. It's not.
Jane is so toxic. Jane is to use knife to pursue us. Can you guys believe? Bro.
That's a lie.
Jen
That's
would hold a knife and point it at us like,
that's false information.
look, in case anything happens to me, you guys know. It's hard. She don't go call it YouTube. What should go and look for her there? Report her to the police. But my brother, sorry for you. Better find your God, as they say.
Find your God.
You not find your God, you find something else. Again,
That's toxic because why are you chasing that? She doesn't like him anymore. She just wants to hunt him.
She's just really obsessive.
No, I don't think it's his obsession. She just wants to hunt him and just show him small Pepe.
You know what, Jimmy?
He will never forget.
Jim.
She just can relate on that level.
Do it.
He will never forget never in his life. He wrote this story, so you should know that he wrote this story 2 years ago, and he's still remembering
this guy.
So you should know.
Cards for life, man.
He is.
This guy we're walking down the alley and I'm telling him, "That's my ex's car. That's my ex's car."
Wherever he sees her in the future, he's going to he'll always remember her.
I'm going to get like a restraining order for her so she doesn't come like 5 feet near me.
She'll send her friends. Huh? Girl, if you get such
your friends.
I'm going to pull up for you. I'll do anything you want me to do for you. That's
taking this so serious.
Okay. We're going to the next story. This is not really that crazy, but it's just a relationship between, I think, parents and their child. So, here goes. When my mom was pregnant with me, she and my father divorced and he gave up all parental rights. That's crazy. I've never met him or spoken to him.
You gave up all parental rights.
Yeah.
You say, I don't want these kids
anymore.
You're
fatherless.
Yeah.
I've only seen a few pictures. About 2 years ago, I worked at a health care facility where I would float to different offices around the county based on who needed the help. This one particular morning, I was checking the doctor's schedule and saw my father's name. That's crazy.
I'm telling your papa, not be sure you not see him.
She knows his name now.
She knows his name.
She has seen a few pictures already, like she said. So she already knows him, but he doesn't know her because she's already grown now.
She's a grown girl.
Okay.
Yeah. He was scheduled to be in the office next door to where I was working, and I thought it was pretty crazy. But I most likely wouldn't even see him. The time of his appointment came, and he walked into my office straight up to me and says he had a doctor's appointment with Dr. X.
Is Dr. X herself?
No, the person next door.
Okay.
The office next door. My heart was racing because I knew it was him as soon as he walked through the door. I told him Dr. X was the office next door and he left. A little while later, I walked over to the other office to deliver some faxes. And on my way out, he trailed behind me and I held the door for him. He said thank you. And that was my one and only interaction with my father in my 30 years of living.
First off, I think it was quite really wild that her father chose to give up all parental responsibility. That's really crazy. And she should have said something to her father, don't you think? Come on now.
I don't think if he really wanted to be in her life.
No, I'm not saying for
she doesn't have to. It's not her.
She doesn't have to. She doesn't owe it to him.
Yeah.
But like she could. The man might not even know that this is my daughter.
It's just going to cause a lot of chaos, actually.
Actually, no. Just say hi, you sick
bastard.
Weirdo. It's me, your daughter. Who the thought would be dead. But guess what? I'm alive
and I'm here.
So if I'm wicked now, will I
better not fall sick because
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm going to inject some morphine into your body.
That is insane. What would you do, AJ? Would you kill your father? That is not your father.
That hasn't fathered you.
The father that
for your 30 years of living.
That means I don't have a father, man. 30 years. Yeah.
Maybe
that's 30 years, like first half of your life.
Understand?
So, that was the question, man. If I talk,
I don't.
You don't need to.
You don't want to talk to him.
At this point, he's not a father. He's
Won't
just
you
a
want
stranger.
to ask some questions?
There's no question to be asked. If I need any question, if I need answers to any question, I think I'll ask my mom. Yes.
You know what? If she lies,
that's it, because he hasn't really given me like the chance, or he hasn't really given himself the chance to actually tell me the truth.
So Maxwell, see, all these bad stories, and now his father they always do the bad things. Why?
Mother, they do anything bad. Nobody they visit their mama, they do anything bad now.
Because mothers
Always
can't.
my mama said,
Most mothers will
Their papa not
sacrifice a
do
lot for their
anything.
kids.
What?
Most mothers will sacrifice a lot for their kids.
Come on. We can't say they are not terrible mothers either.
They are.
So
They are terrible mothers, eh?
why they are still going on the internet?
Yeah,
Because
like why?
maybe they don't want to put
We need
them out.
to fish them out because what's going on? Yeah, but
I've actually heard very crazy stories about some mothers that abandon their children, and it's crazy. It's regular when we hear that a man does it, but when we hear a woman's own, a mother's own, it's crazy. On top level.
But then I don't understand why it's crazy because the kids are equally quite mine as they are yours.
No, you see these men, the highest they can do is just abandon you and not talk to you. But your mother can abandon you, come back, want to control your life and all that. You get. They can be very toxic.
Control life when you know.
When you don't put anything.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
They can do that.
So Jane, talk to us. Do you have any more story for us today?
I think I have one last one. We don't want to bore you with so much stories. I don't know if it's boring yet, but we don't want to bore you with so much stories. So this last one is, okay. So I'm not sure if I should be proud or ashamed of this. When I was younger, around 11 to 12, I went on a family trip away to a resort with my mom, her friend, and her friend's daughter. I was young and careless, having nearly found out the wonders of masturbation at 11, 12. Why?
Come on now.
That's crazy.
11 to which class?
11, 12. That's not okay.
11 to which class?
It's not. You're crazy.
I can't even think about it right now. I think
just one. Also.
I think
Yes.
I think I think just one.
11 to 12 is wild.
Yeah, that's wild, dude. That's wild.
One
That's
night.
Because I wasn't even thinking about anything other than to come to school and read my book.
Read
And can you
like
face-
Magazine, I read the book.
Do you even
I
read?
read my book now.
Yeah, shut up.
What do you mean?
Let me carry on, guys. One night, the daughter of my mom's friend and I sat up late alone in our resort room. We watched TV and she was laying long ways in front of me with her head closest to the TV and her feet facing me. She was what I would now call a fit girl. And being as young as I was, I couldn't help but find myself attracted to her. Since she was facing the TV and couldn't see me, I felt obligated to practice my newly found wonder.
Bruh.
You get mine die.
Bruh.
You get mine die.
That is insane.
But Maxwell, what is it called? You see this like family friend kind of thing.
Family kind of relationship.
Yes. I know. I don't like it.
You don't like family friends?
It never adds up to me.
Why? Like, Mike?
My mother's friend, my
Friend,
mother's
friend,
my mother's
sister.
friend daughter, my mother's friend. It never ends well.
Why? Who's to say?
I don't know, but most cases it doesn't end well. That's not.
But like for me, I wouldn't say it's like a really big deal breaker for me, Sha, but like my mother wasn't really somebody to have like friends, so it was hard to say my mother's friend, this daughter, this bruh. But I don't know, so maybe everybody has a different
they're
side
that
of the
close.
story.
On, they had to even go on a family trip. That's closeness.
Yeah, that's how we really close. My mama not get that kind of person.
My mama not
Okay.
get on too.
Moving on. God knows why I did this. I can't recall the thoughts process. All I know is that it happened. As I finished, I froze, realizing that the whole ordeal had been reflected in the TV.
They play.
She watched me the entire time. I can't begin to describe how shocked I was, not to mention how shocked she was. Nevertheless, this was on our last night at the resort. We left the next morning. She didn't speak to me and hasn't spoken to me since.
If now you go speak to you. If now you go speak
Hope
to
this
you.
was wildish enough.
Was she like older than 11?
I think they should be of the same pair
Bruh,
since they're like friends.
they
are family friends. Or
that's crazy. Bro, you know that when you're doing something and you hope not to get caught and then you just realize somebody was just
that's
looking at you
watching
and
you.
one
clowning
thing
you the
is
entire time.
don't do things on impulse. Always think it through.
But that's so weird.
Don't do things on
It's-
impulse.
it's-
Don't do things
Yes,
on impulse.
Maxwell always does things on.
Guys, what do you mean?
You always do things on impulse. You know
What do you
that.
mean? What do you mean? I don't. I'm quite a very intense thinker. People might think I don't think about things, but I think about things quite deeply before I act. Like I might think about the things really quickly. So you people think I'm acting on impulse. But like I have thought about
Is that not what acting on impulse means?
No, I
say where
think
this boy.
acting on impulse is not having to think about it. It's just doing it straight off the bar.
No,
Me, I thought about it, but the thought might not be really quick. But yeah. So, guys, I want to say thank you.
This is almost the end of our podcast.
Podcast.
If you want to hear our voices, actually, we're planning something better for the podcast. I'm actually begging Maxwell for this. We're not going to let it out yet. I think it's a surprise for the new year that's coming. But I think it will be more interesting, and that's what I've always wanted Maxwell to do. But he's always so fucking boring.
Boring.
He's always so boring, guys.
Jane.
Forget all these things he's doing on this social media.
Guys, this is not even jokes. Yeah, ask AJ. Yeah, I'm probably the funniest person in either of these guys' life. It's really, and I'm clear. No when they say person finish first, another person can't finish second. Really clear. Are they first? Who they second? Still they check. They come from back. Are you okay? Boring, K.
He's so boring, guys.
I'm not boring everybody.
The only thing I get to say is, you guys should just be expecting something good.
You guys just keep doing you. We're going to keep on doing ourselves.
Yeah. And if you want to hear our voices again, or if you want us to be on the podcast again and read you more stories or do more fun things, you can also comment. You can also share this
Give us a
video.
rating on Spotify, guys.
Yeah, share it.
As you're listening, tell your friend that what's going on. This sweet podcast, they want corner the waste. Guys, tell your friends.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
To tell
you can tell your mom. You can tell your mom's mom. Your mom's.
Tell your mom, kid.
Yeah.
My mama know hear this thing.
Guys, we have diverse topics, so your mom can listen.
Yeah.
Your father can. Everybody.
And if you also have crazy stories, you can drop
them to our DMs. Our DMs are open.
Yeah, and Maxwell is going to add our snaps or his snap. You guys can send your stories to his snap.
No need
or
to send
his
it
socials
to
or Instagram.
You guys know the AreaBantz Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah.
So leave us a message, leave us a direct DM. We're going to read your story.
Yeah.
We're going to keep you anonymous.
And if you also want if you want a shout out, you can also
I would think about them because I can't be
if
giving
you want a
free
shout
promo
out,
now.
please, we're up and coming. So
pay money.
If you want shout outs, please just hit us up.
I'm kidding, guys, but send me a text. I might think about it now. So, guys,
just hit us up for your shout out. We can just anyway. You just tell us your name and where you're listening from, and then
I will do that. That makes sense. Thank you, Jane, for that suggestion. But I wanted to say, apart from saying thank you to you guys, of course, for staying this long, for listening to the podcast, for tuning in, for being yourself, for telling your friends, all of that.
Yeah,
I have something really exciting coming out in December. And I hope I can bring it to life. Because if I can, you guys are going to have so much fun. Because it's about to be a crazy...
There's always fun on this side.
You see, she don't say it. You know why there's always fun on this side? Because I'm here. And I can still be in your life. So all you have to do is tune in 6 p.m. every Friday. You have small fun in your life. So guys, don't forget to listen.
Before you hit the club,
don't forget to leave us a rating. Don't forget to tell your friends. And our DMs are always open. We would like for you guys to engage in the conversation. Engage with us. Leave a comment. Send us a DM. All of that.
Don't forget to share.
Don't forget to share.
That's important. That's
very vital. So with that, we have come to the end of today's episode.
Yeah.
So with love, thank you guys for tuning in once more. And don't forget that this episode was proudly sponsored by Max Cases.
Yeah.
Your one-stop shop for exquisite phone cases, laptop cases, airport cases. Once you're thinking cases, run up Max Cases. Yes, sir. You're hearing it. Everybody that's coming on here. Everybody could advertise what's not good. You say think about it now. Go to Max Cases.
Yes,
now.
sir.
So that's it. See you next time, 6 p.m. West African time.
And this is Jane, Maxwell, and AJ
signing out. Yes, sir.